All right, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I just got home from work. Luckily for me, it's overcast because it's still about 80 degrees, but it's much cooler than it's been. Saturday, let's see. Yeah, it was hot Saturday. I could only do so much work here Saturday. And it was going to be hot again Sunday. It's supposed to be hotter Sunday. Over 100 degrees. So I said, forget this. I went to the beach. And at the beach, it was the total opposite. It was overcast and foggy. It was cooler, but it was overcast and foggy. I wanted to see some sunshine. I wanted to get out in the water. You know, why go to the beach if you're not going to get in the water, right? So you guys were asking about pulling the door panels off. What does it take to pull the door panels off? It takes one of these tools. Now you could use just a big screwdriver or some kind of little pry bar, but this is special for those little plastic plugs that hold the door panels in. Alright, you think the door panels would come off fairly easy, but there are some little tricks to them. There's screws along the bottom, Phillips screws. There's a screw right here in the armrest. There's a screw way up here, and you have to unscrew this switch panel. And then you have to disconnect the wires. So the wires, one connection, is screwed on. It takes about 3 little Phillips screws. Fairly easy. The other one on the other door has another plug on it, which is just a plug. So you unplug one, unscrew all that stuff. And it seems like Ford likes using all kinds of different kind of screws, short ones, long ones. It's kind of nutty. And then if you go to find replacements at the auto parts store, good luck. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they only have like one little box with 3 of them in there. It's like, holy smokes. Alright, so I got the screw out of there, and the screw had one of those little metal clips that clipped onto the plastic that was in here, but that broke, and I fixed that. So it's got a screw on one side, so you might break this when you're taking it off. So I took the screw out, but this side here has a clip on it, so you got to take the clip off. You got to pry it off. See, so there's a clip, and there's just a hole that goes in. And over here, there's typically a piece of plastic with a metal, little sheet metal clip thing that clips to it, and it eventually breaks. I made this out of a piece of epoxy putty. So far it's working. I rolled it up in a big ball, like a ball of dough, and squished it in there, pressed it in there so it glues, adheres, and then hardens. And then you drill it out for your screw. But preferably for the epoxy sets, and it'll be a lot easier. So anyway, so you got the switch and it's got some screws in it. Unscrew that and it'll fit through, and you can take the panel off. It's easy, but not that easy, is it? Alright, so I got that out, and once you pull it out, you push it down in the hole, out of the way. The issue you'll have pulling the door panel off is popping the little clips up. I think there's 3 on each side. Yeah, and that's what the tool's for. You could use a screwdriver or a pry bar, but you don't want to break these things. If you look down the little crack in there, the little gap, you can see them. So you want to put the fork on there and work them out. And try not to mess them up. mean, like I said, it takes about 6 of them per door, and usually when I go to the auto parts store, they only have like one little package with 3 of them in there. And it's like, I need more than that. I need at least a dozen. I'd like to put all new ones. And then there's the issue of finding the right ones, because there's about a dozen different varieties of these stupid plugs. You can just pull on the panel if you want to, but you might damage those little plastic plugs or break them like I did on one of these doors. Also, maybe it's this one. So now if you got it loose, you still got to get it off the door handle right here. So it's got to go that way. Push this little button down here so the button's out of the way, and then try to work it off. And then don't get crazy yet, because you still have the little door panel light down here, little marker light, whatever you call it. That just comes off with a twist. Don't touch the bulb with the fingers unless you want to put a new bulb in. Alright, so here are those little plugs I was telling you about. These tend to strip out or break. There's actually there are 6 on this one. You got 3 on the ends here. And what I did, I think on the other door panel, I tried ripping the whole door panel off without taking them off carefully, and I ended up breaking one of the holes that the plastic things slip into. See that? Yeah, so I'm missing one on one of these doors. And then you got one in the middle right here. And these 2. And then the screw holes. And then another thing is, all those little plugs got to go into the little holes here. So when you dynamite it, don't forget those little holes. Maybe you can mark it or something. I didn't. I put the dynamite on and then, holy crap, where's the little holes at? And I poked around for a while. All that takes time. Relocating the holes. Dumb. I'm sure there's a smarter way, but you know, I get impatient sometimes. I'm in a hurry. It's freaking hot out here. It's like, man, come on now. Where's the damn hole? Freaking A, if you know what I mean. Okay, on the speaker here, what I noticed on this speaker from Pioneer, the mounting holes on here have tabs that will bend. Okay, so it's not as rigid as the Sur and Vega speaker, where the screws actually went through the frame. So if you over tighten it on the frame, you're going to tweak the frame. Here you can over tighten it and the tabs will bend. Alright, so I figure, okay, yeah, that'll work. I won't have to do the Bondo trick. But what I did want to do is seal this up real good. So before I put the speaker on, I put a bead of Bondo on here. Not Bondo. Ding dong. Silicone caulking. A bead of clear silicone caulking. Then I put it on there. Tightened it up. If you don't know what this Dynamat stuff is, it is like a mastic backed aluminum foil. See that? It's kind of like tar, but it's adhesive. Okay, and it's got a nice thick foil backing, so once you peel it, it stretches and contours pretty good to the body panels. I still have these holes back there. I may go get some sheet metal. That was my first. Damn it. See, I got some weird things to fill in here, like this stupid thing. Yeah, there were some big holes here to access, I guess, the motor for the window regulator. Yeah, all this takes time. All this takes time, what can I tell you?